Welcome to Everything is Messy, the podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. I'm someone who loves to create content, products, and services to help others level up in business and in life. I even wrote a book about it, and now I have a store. Everything is Messy is a one-stop shop for women who want it and deserve it all. From personal development to productivity, podcasting and publishing, small business strategies to entrepreneurship, and so much more. Tune in every week to enjoy this one-of-a-kind podcast experience and hear fun, fearless, and focused conversations from myself and my incredible guests. From trending topics to stories of resilience and all things business. And let's not forget about a few of my favorites: mindset, healthy recipes, and organizing tips. These episodes are created to get you to where you want to be right now. The purpose of the show is to motivate you, inspire you, and prove to you that anything is possible if you just put in the work. So grab your favorite notebook and pen, because it's time to get organized and turn those dreams of yours into reality. I'm living proof that manifesting and visualizing and having a never give up attitude work. And now it's my job to help you achieve your goals by doing the same, or just to provide some laughs along the way. I'm so glad you are here. Today's episode starts now. Hello, and welcome back to a brand new show. I'm so excited to have you here. So here's the deal. Episode 271 has gotten the most amount of downloads in the shortest amount of time, I think, in years on this show. And it was all about how to generate more revenue and create a profitable side hustle. And that just goes to show me that there's a lot of you looking for ways on how to make more money. But in order to make more money, you need to be organized and really have your productivity level. It just needs to be, that is key. Organization and productivity is key to running a successful business, in my opinion. So I talk about this in my book. I've talked about it on the show. It's literally my favorite things, like two of my favorite things to talk about. So if you want to be more productive in your business, if you need to run your business on the go, if you need to run your business when you're at school pickup and drop off and doing errands, and you just need your phone, maybe you don't even have a laptop yet, and you need to start making money, I am going to share all of my favorite apps and a few websites that the apps aren't cohesive with yet that help me run my business on the go. Almost all of them are free. So pay attention, take notes. I have them organized and I have a list in front of me and they're organized in little categories here. But I want you to look at these apps and see, does this make sense for my business? Can I use these apps to help me become more productive? Now, the first group of apps I want to talk about are the ones that come with your phone. Sometimes these are overlooked, but they're literally the best apps that you could ever use if you want to boost your productivity level or just organize more things on your phone. These are my go-tos. Every single thing that I'm going to share with you today on this episode is what I use almost every single day. And I love them. I've been using them for years. Some I just started using that I'm obsessed with. So let's just dive in. So number one, my favorite app on my iPhone. Now, if you don't have an iPhone and you have other phones like an Android or a Google phone, just look in your app store. I'm sure there is comparable apps to what I'm going to share today. I do have an iPhone. So the first app is the Notes app. My brain is always on. I'm constantly researching things. I'm constantly creating things, constantly thinking about things, constantly making lists. I'm obsessed with lists. I'm also obsessed with checking them off. Every single thing I do is in my notes section. It lives there. Hashtags live there forever. My LinkedIn messages live there forever. When I am posting something on Instagram, if you go to my feed, you'll see the first comment is always my hashtags. Somebody asked me last night for a little hashtag lesson. You have to take the time to research and think of how people are going to come across your work. How are they going to find you? You have to think of a hashtag like a little Google search engine. Same thing with LinkedIn, but without doing a whole hashtag lesson. I could literally do a whole show on that. So let me know if you're interested. But all of my hashtags live in the notes section. So when I post on Instagram, I let the post go, I wait a little bit, and then I comment, I copy and paste and post those hashtags in the first or second comment. When I'm being very strategic on my LinkedIn or people are asking me something in my inbox, I update my profile and immediately notifies your network. Those are messages that come straight into my inbox. They updated LinkedIn with this feature a couple years ago, which is amazing because as soon as somebody will congratulate you, you can say, thank you so much. Here is my website. You always want a call to action. So all of those messages are already formed in my notes section in my phone. Copy, paste. I personalize it, actually put the person's name because I'm human and I like to actually have a true connection with people on LinkedIn. Unlike all the spammers I've been getting lately, but all of those messages live in my notes section. When I go to the supermarket, when I'm starting to run out of things, I'm constantly making lists in my notes section. So definitely utilize that app. It is one of my favorites. My second favorite, especially when it comes to organization with documents, on an Apple phone, it's called Books. It's orange and it looks like a book, an open book. Inside the Books app, you will have ebooks that you've purchased, but what a lot of people don't use this app for are PDFs. So my media kit lives in there. I have contracts that live there. I also save my media kit and other important emails, like I flag them. But any PDF, my ebook is there. So if I want to send copies to somebody, everything lives in my Books app. And it is literally the best place for any PDF to live because you can just scroll through your whole library and it's so easy to attach it to an email or send it through text or upload it somewhere. When it comes to contracts, I usually use DocuSign, but there are other ones called Sign Now and Sign Easy. And those are all free and they're perfect when you need to sign a contract on the go. Something else I would recommend if you're running a business, for some odd reason, people still use fax machines. So instead of spending $25 at, where would you go? Like FedEx or like a UPS store to fax something, there are fax apps that are free. I have a few on my phone. Just look in your app store and put fax machine or fax app and a bunch will pop up. The only time you have to pay is if you use it a lot or if the document's really large. So I would just cut it into two if you needed to. But it's always good to have one of those on your phone just in case, especially if you're really busy. You don't have time to connect Wi-Fi or download the app. Like, just be ready to go. Just have them in a little folder organized on your phone. The next app, I've been talking about this app for years. It's called Cam Scanner. And a pilot told me about this app when I was booking yachts and jets, like charter flights. So, for example, I was living in Las Vegas. Some high roller needed a plane. Their host would message me. I would need their information. He would take a picture of their license and their credit card, send it to me. I would then turn it into a PDF by using the photo, which makes it a legal document, which would allow me to book their charter flight. I know, it sounds insane, but this is literally the life I lived in Vegas. So, Cam Scanner, you take a picture of a document and you turn it into a PDF. So a friend of mine, her mom is filling out insurance paperwork or something, and she was getting really frustrated because she had to print out copies and do all these things. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just take a picture. It turns it into a PDF, attach it to the email, and send. And her mind was blown. It sounds really complicated, but it's not. You literally just take a picture, you turn it into a PDF, and then again, you can save that PDF to your Books app. So you can always reference back if you do need that document. The next app that I think is really important is my Spotify app because I'm obsessed with music and I literally could do a whole entire episode on the playlist that I listen to. None of them I've created. I just don't have time for that. Even my row coach, Ivy, she has a million playlists. I actually follow her playlists because I love them. And that's why I usually row with her because her playlists are bomb. But I love a good playlist, and I'm a full-blown Gemini, if you're not aware, and music is just everything to me, and it depends on my mood. So in the morning, I have all different playlists. In the afternoon, if I'm writing, if I am producing, usually I don't listen to music when I'm producing because I have to concentrate on the show, but if I need to like get into the zone, or if I'm relaxing, if I want to start cleaning, if I'm PMSing. I mean, I literally have a playlist for everything. So if you're like, I just need new playlists, like seriously, just message me and I will screenshot the ones that I love the most. Somebody messaged me a couple years ago about something about PMS, and I literally was listening to a PMS playlist. I'm like, oh my God, listen to this right now. And we've been friends online ever since. It's so crazy, but Spotify is my go-to. I have a good friend. She's like obsessed with Pandora. I don't know. I really love Spotify because it's easy to share on my Instagram stories. So if I want to share shows and playlists, like it's just really easy. And that's just always been my go-to. Something else that makes your life so easy running your business, especially on the go, is the Calendly app. That is how I schedule my entire life, my meetings, everything. And then when it comes to, let's say you need a new office line, I have my old Beverly Hills number synced to the Google Voice app. I don't think that you have to pay for this. Don't quote me. I'm almost positive you don't have to pay. But that is my office line. So if you call my 310 office line, it actually goes to Google Voice. So I immediately get the messages or the texts all day long. I don't actually have to pick up the phone. I call from my cell. And I also have my Vegas number that goes to another app, which is, I think it's called Digits. And that is synced to my T-Mobile account. So I have a lot of phone numbers. It's like a big joke with my friends. They're like, wait, you got another number? Hold on, I have to update it in my phone because I have like 12 for you. I think right now I only have 3 though, but still. They're all used for a very specific purpose. So when it comes to documents, I've just never been a big Google Drive person. I don't know why. All of my clients love it. I don't know. I just honestly don't know why. So that's why I love the Books app, because all my PDFs sit there. But if I'm dealing with audio and video and any of that stuff, I don't really want to deal with that when I'm on my phone, and I'm most likely going to have to produce it. So that work will always be done on my laptop. So there's no need to have that on my phone for me specifically, because that's the business I'm in. But if you need it, Google Drive would be great. But then I also have a PC. So I have the Edge app, and then there's also something called HP QuickDrop. So you just sync it to your laptop. So if I need something that's sitting on my desktop and I'm hooked up to the Wi-Fi, I can sync it to my phone, and vice versa. I can send it from my phone to my desktop. So with a Mac, that's really the same thing. But those are apps for a PC. But I would honestly just recommend Google Drive if it's just documents. A lot of my friends that don't have a business and they're just really busy moms, they love Google Drive and everything is color coded. And a lot of my colleagues too. A lot of my other friends that run their businesses, they love the Google Drive. And I don't know, I just have never loved it. But most people do, but I do highly recommend it, especially if you're a big Gmail user and you just need a bunch of documents. But again, the Apple Books app should be your new best friend. Now, when it comes to organizing and projects, if you have a couple people involved in them, I would highly recommend the Trello app. And I used Trello first, I would say, oh my God, what year was this? I was filming my TV pilot in Vegas, and I feel like it was 2015. 2016. Yeah, I feel like it was in 2015. And I had to put the cast and crew and the producers and where we were filming and security paperwork and contracts. And it was a logistical nightmare if I did not have Trello. So that's how I first discovered Trello, from my producer friends. And I use it for some of my clients if I have teams of people I'm working with, just so that we're all on the same page, because I need every single thing I touch or look at organized, or I'll literally lose my mind. So if you are the same type of person, Highly recommend Trello. And you can make it really pretty. You can attach documents. I think you can attach audio files. I honestly forget. But I love Trello. Another one is Google Translate. You just never know. You never know when you're going to need it. Here's the fun fact. So I am on a mission to find blue masa flour because I really want to start making my own blue corn tortillas. On Amazon, it's like $10, but I know, because I'm a huge fan of the international market, that I can find it at some Mexican market. And there's so many in San Diego. And most of the time, they don't answer the phone. They don't speak English. They speak Spanish. So I needed to ask them, do you carry blue corn masa flour? So I went to Google Translate, and then I asked them in Spanish. I mean, I do speak Spanish, but not like, I understand it more than I can speak back fully. But I wanted to make sure I was saying it properly. So that's where Google Translate comes in. You just never know when you need it. And I also used that, also, again, when I was working a fight weekend in Vegas, I had a lot of clients that didn't speak English very well. So we literally communicated through my Google Translate. It was, again, crazy times in Vegas. But I think those are all the apps that are on, some are on the phone and then some you need to have on your phone. But the ones that you most likely are overlooking are the Notes app, the Apple Books app, and then also the clock, the timer. I set timers for every single thing. So there's that. Now, when it comes to, I'm just double checking. Okay, X on that list. You know what else I do want to share last is a big productivity tip. Put your phone on airplane mode. Do not disturb. If you're trying to get stuff done and you know that one friend is always going to call you at a certain time, you know the doctors are calling you, 3 days later for a follow-up call, or you're getting spam calls, you just don't want to be disturbed, put your phone on airplane mode. I think I did a TikTok video on this and it got so much traffic. I'm like, just turn your damn phone off and then you won't get disturbed. I love to do that, especially when I'm writing, but if I wait, I usually, by choice, prefer to get up at 4:30 or 5 to write. That's just when my brain works the best. But lately, I've been not sleeping very well, and it's really annoying when I'm up at that time when I didn't plan on it, which was like this morning. But now I am here, I'm caffeinated, and I'm sharing all of these tips and tools with you because I really want you to understand that you can run a successful business without investing all this money. There are so many apps and tools available for you that will allow you to do so without spending cash up front. And why not utilize something that's free? So I'm just here sharing my favorites because I use them all of the time. So now going into like a design aspect, let's say this category is Canva Pro. You can design your media kit on Canva Pro. You can design even podcast audio clips, videos, social media templates. I mean, anything that needs to be designed. Canva has commercials on television now, which is insane. And I feel like since the pandemic, they really started doing that. But Canva Pro, you can literally design anything. You can do it on Canva, but Canva Pro, what do I pay a month for that? I paid $13 a month. It's totally worth it because, for example, say I need to do a quick graphic design for, say I updated the cover of my book, or I have a brand new show coming out, or something I want to promote. I want that graphic on every single social media channel or platform that I am on. I design it. Do you think, because I'm not a graphic designer, do you think I want to spend the time and figure out those measurements? No. Do you think I want to waste any more time trying to figure it out? No. And if you're not a graphic designer, you don't want to either. So this is where Canva Pro comes in. You design your graphic and then you hit this magic resize, I think they call it, and it automatically resizes the image for LinkedIn, for Twitter, for Pinterest, for an audio graphic, for whatever it is. It literally magically does it. And then you download it and then you upload it to wherever it needs to go. That to me is worth $13 a month. And when I want to test out colors, I have a Pantone app on my phone too, so which I really love. You can take pictures and it will show you the Pantone color swatch code. I love that, and I love Canva Pro just to put my colors together to see if they look good if I'm designing something. I actually use it like a physical product. I want to see graphics online, the difference between the physical product in my hand and the product online. I use it for that too. So I create different brand kits. So they'll have your templates. Like, for example, my brand kit that I chose, it's for Everything is Messy. So it's red, white, black, purple, but then I have a gray, I have a lighter purple, and then I have a yellow. So I recently just changed all the highlight bubbles on my Instagram to those brand kit colors instead of having my face everywhere. So there's different things that you can use Canva for, but oh my God, paying the $13 a month for the Pro is definitely worth it to me, especially if you need to magically resize images. If you just don't care about that and you really don't have time to investigate it, like myself, I have a team that usually designs graphics for me. So I like Canva Pro because I like to do my own stuff and play around, and then I send it to them for my actual merchandise and things like that. But I always design everything in there first myself, and then they make it look amazing and the way that it should be. But if it's just for graphics and things like that, Canva Pro is definitely a way to go because you can do the magic resize and it saves you so much time, money, and energy. Trust me when I say that. Now, when it comes to photos, if you need stock photos, Unsplash.com is where I get all of my images. They're royalty free, so you can use them on everything. You can even tag the artist. As soon as you download, I usually tweet it so that they know I'm using their image. And then I have them on podcast art. I have them on all of my websites. And I just really love that website. I don't think they have an app. I should look. But Unsplash.com, that's where you should go for all of your images. They literally are the best. You just go to their search bar, type in podcasting, and a million photos will come up. Or gluten-free recipes, or life coaching, or red pens, or lavender clouds. Like whatever you need, it will pop up. And there's so many images. When it comes to collecting emails and creating a landing page or sending out weekly newsletters like I do every week, I use MailChimp for everything. It's super easy to sign up. I do not pay for MailChimp. That is, again, free. There is an app, but you can't send the emails from there anymore. I think they stopped that a little while ago. I actually downloaded it this morning because I was going to share with you what was on there. But I actually couldn't even get into my account, so I'm not sure if the app actually works anymore, but online, it's perfect. So if you go to MailChimp.com, so a friend of mine, she wanted to start making money with all of her affiliate links, and I have so many TikTok and YouTube videos on this, and I spoke about it in episode 271 about how to, have a profitable side hustle. Share your affiliate links. If you need to design a landing page, you can do that on GoDaddy or MailChimp. I buy my domains on GoDaddy.com and then I forward them to my MailChimp landing page just because I prefer the design process on MailChimp. It's kind of drag and drop. It's really easy. So for somebody that just is starting and is questioning, like, how do I even do this? MailChimp is the way to go. I think it's the easiest. And then you buy your .com on GoDaddy. And then you just forward it to your MailChimp landing page URL. It's super, super simple. And then you can start making money because you can start sharing your link. If you don't want to design, then you can just use Linktree. And again, that's free. That is the link that's in my Instagram bio. So if you want to reference it, just go to my Instagram. You can find me at Kellyanne Gorman Official. Click the link in my bio. You will then see I have about 12 or 15 different links that you can click. So say you are an affiliate for the subscription boxes that you have, or different vitamins that you're using, or hair products, and you want to share them with your friends because it'll save you money or you'll make money on top. You can even just sign up for Linktree and put it in your Instagram and talk about it on your stories and just say, click the link in my bio, and then have all the links lined up there. You can upgrade to the LinkedIn Pro and then design it as well. You can even design it on the regular one. I think mine is just black and white and gray. I don't have anything fancy. But if you just want to do a quick little design like how mine is, it's totally free. So that's another one of my favorite websites. None app. I don't think they have an app. But just go to linktree.com and you sign up. It's super easy. One of my apps on my phone that I use almost every single day, like a number of times, sometimes if I'm prepping in advance, it's called Square Ready. And it's how I get all of my quotes in a perfect square for my Instagram feed. I used to do all different images, but when I'm saving a photo to my phone from Pinterest, for example, or something I design in notes, another good idea for notes, if something comes to your head and you want to turn it into a quote, you type it out in the notes section in your phone and then you screenshot it and then you can center it in Square Ready. And then I go to my photo album and then I edit it so it's black and white. And then when I upload it to Instagram, I make it black and white there. I always use the same filter so that it's soft, not like harsh, like jumping out at you. That's my favorite app. I've been using that for like, I swear, at least 5 years. But that's what I use all the time to get my quotes perfectly centered. Because if they're not, I'll lose my mind. I'm so OCD, and plus I think it looks awful on the grid if they're like off. That's just me. But I just want to take a break and share with you that today's episode is being brought to you by Everything is Messy Collection, and that is the one-stop shop for women who want it and deserve it all. And if you're new here, I just launched this brand new, beautiful e-commerce site, and I'm so, so proud of it. So if you are looking for business, LinkedIn, business and life coaching, some merchandise, some brand gear, some one-on-one coaching, maybe you need a content library, I have on-demand audio available, I have video coaching, and again, one-on-one coaching, video lessons for podcasting and LinkedIn schools that are brand new, and so many different coaching programs. I can't talk. Coaching programs that are available there. It's a brand new, beautiful e-commerce site. I designed it all by myself. I taught myself everything I know about this e-commerce world so far. And so far, so good. I'm really loving it. And I just wanted to share Everything is Messy Collection with you. And also, just for listening to today's episode, if you are interested in any of my products, programs, or services, all you need to do is head to everythingismessy.com. At checkout, enter everythingismessy20, and you will receive 20% off. That goes for my 1 hour coaching. So say, for example, after this episode, you're like, I just need an hour to pick your brain. You can do so. And then it's 20% off. How amazing is that? If you want to get my book that's signed, 20% off. If you want to invest in a larger program, podcast production, 20% off. I was going to end this 20% off offer, but I just decided to keep it for, oh my gosh, I cannot talk right now. I just decided to keep it for a little while. So now moving into some other apps and websites that I use for marketing, but really automation. I've talked about these so many times, but one is new and I don't really want to go into it too much because I just started using it, but so far it's amazing. So the first one, when it comes to automation, now I'm talking about social media. Let's make your life easy. I use Instagram as my hub. If I post on Instagram, I want that to go to Facebook, to Twitter, to Pinterest. I want it to go everywhere. If I post on LinkedIn, I want it to go to Twitter. If I post on Facebook, or if I upload a video to my YouTube channel, I want it to go to Facebook and to Twitter and to Pinterest, because at the end of the day, I'm all about SEO, search engine optimization. So whatever somebody is typing in any search bar, I want to show up. So this is how I do it. I have a whole entire funnel. I have a ton of videos on this on my YouTube channel as well as my TikTok. But if this, then that, IFTTT, the best free app you can ever have in your phone. You set up 3 recipes, they call them applets, and you basically tell the system where you want your content to go. So if I'm uploading something to my Instagram, I funnel it to go everywhere. I've created this funnel after using this app for a number of years. I recently upgraded to the pro account so that I could design my own. So for example, if I put in Medium, if I'm posting a Medium blog and they don't have access to Medium, like nobody is posting Medium blogs to Pinterest for some reason, then I'm going to create that recipe for it to go there. So that's what the developer part allows you to do. So I have access to that now. But if this, then that. You definitely want to design everything and create your funnels on their website. So you just go to ifttt.com, but you definitely want the app in your phone so that you can get the alerts when the triggers don't sync. When something goes wrong, say you missed a letter, say there's a glitch in the system, it will automatically notify you when you have the app turned on your phone. So that's something I would highly suggest. If you are working on the internet and you have content to share and you want something free to save you time, money, and energy, you need this app. Another one I use all the time is Repurpose. It's repurpose.io, I believe. And I use this for my podcast and my YouTube channel. So this is a game changer when it comes to repurposing content. All of my YouTube videos go to Instagram, they go to Pinterest. All of my podcast episodes get turned into YouTube videos and then go to Twitter. And I have all different funnels set up for that as well. And you can change the times. You can have it automatically synced. You can do it at your own speed. But this is a game changer for somebody that has content that needs to be repurposed specifically for podcasting and YouTube. I think it's really, really important. If you want smaller clips to repurpose episodes, I like the Headliner app. That one's my favorite. It's really easy to use. I use the free version. There's no reason for me to upgrade. And this is where I design my little clips, or I have somebody else do it, to upload to my Instagram, to my stories, to my Facebook, to my LinkedIn. I love Headliner the most. Now, lastly, the new app I'm using, it's if you go to withminta.com, withminta.com, this is actually my favorite marketing tool for my e-commerce site. This is the app that allows me to create, and half of them I don't even need to create. It does it automatically. These beautiful videos of all of the products in your e-commerce site. If you have an Etsy shop, if you are on Shopify, I think there's a couple other e-commerce sites, you definitely want to go to withminta.com and just check out what they have. You can even schedule them. So for example, if I sit down today for say an hour, I can schedule out at least 30 days worth of videos of my products, programs, and services that are sitting on my Shopify site. I mean, can it get any better than that? It's so easy. I haven't really spent hours yet playing around in it. That's coming later on this week and this weekend. I scheduled time in my calendar in order to do that because I really want to investigate more templates and what I can do to upgrade my videos. And they all have music too. And they're royalty free. So you won't get blocked on Reels or YouTube or any of that. TikTok was really annoying me lately because they said that my podcast audio, literally my own voice, it's against copyright laws. And I'm like, but it's my show I own and my voice, that's mine. And it was just such a problem. So I'm going to stick to YouTube Shorts. That's where I'm getting the most action. So I'm going to do that and then my Instagram for those videos. But just to give you a little 411 on that. And then lastly, let's just talk about your desktop. On your laptop or the big screen you're sitting in front of right now, maybe, you need to take at least 5 to 10 minutes if your desktop is a hot mess and organize folders inside folders. If you just want 2 folders, business and life, then put all the other folders inside business and life. Keep it nice and tidy and organized. If you have children, if you have medical records, organize them on the Books app, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, or have them saved to your email, put a favorite on it so that you can search for it, or have them on your desktop. So in a folder so that they're easily accessible and then sync it to your phone. If you have a Mac, then you can easily get it. But if you want to utilize Google Drive, like I talked about earlier, or the Edge app, if you have a Microsoft PC like myself, excuse me, make sure everything is organized. It's just going to make you feel so much better. And then put a really nice photo on your desktop. I'm telling you, it improves your mood as soon as you open that computer. Mine is the ocean. And I love it. I look at it every day. I go there every day. Like, that's just what I love. And then something else I want to talk about now that we're talking about documents is that I use Backblaze. And Backblaze is a cloud where it's kind of like Dropbox, which I'm sure you've heard of. But Backblaze is just, in my opinion, better. I have the pro account and I pay $6 a month. It's super cheap, totally worth it. I have a couple terabytes on my external hard drive. If you do not have one, I highly suggest. I have a ton in my Amazon store you can check out. But every 15 days, well, every day I'm constantly backing up my work, but every 15 days I resync my external hard drive and Backblaze. So God forbid something happened, I'm completely backed up. I have it in 3 other spots too, because I've seen that happen to people, and I've seen friends lose years worth of photos of their children. Like, I can't even think about that. I would die. So I am very OCD and organized and strategic when it comes to backing up my data, backing up my websites, backing up my content, and any single thing I do, I create. Same thing with paper trails. I have everything organized in a file folder system. If you ever need any help when it comes to that, I have a ton of videos on my YouTube and TikTok as well. I feel like I keep mentioning that, but that's what I did during the pandemic. I was making all these little videos just to help people. So if you're looking for that content, it's already there for you. And then as far as podcasting and videos, so if you are a podcaster or a YouTuber, or you do Facebook Live, something like that, or even Instagram Lives, the sprinklers are back on. I use this app that, I think I pay $4 a month for it, and it's called My MP4 to TO MP3 Converter. And if my clients send me YouTube videos and I need to turn them into, or Instagram Lives or Facebook Lives, I need to turn them into an audio file to produce their podcast. This is the app I use to do that. So I just go to the App Store in Microsoft, and then I download it. I did use a free one for a while, but it was so glitchy. I was like, I can't mess with my production. Like, nothing can mess with my production. I'm very strategic when it comes to that. And that is my favorite app. So it's called My MP4 to TO MP3 Converter. And you can do it vice versa. So if you want to do an audio file to a video file, you can do that as well, and then add whatever you need to add for the design after the fact. Now, what else do I want to list? I think that's it. But then a couple other apps that I really like to use are, if you need help or you need assistance while you're trying to run your business and just live your best life, TaskRabbit is really good for people that can bring you things or set up things. So say you just went to IKEA and you bought 5 dressers and you're like, I'm not about to do this. You can go to TaskRabbit and hire someone. They come to your house, you pay them $20 an hour, whatever the going rate is. And then of course you tip them, but they'll do it for you. I did this during the pandemic because I buy my face wipes from Big Lots. They're $1 a piece. I'm obsessed with this Epiel brand. I've been using them for years. And I was running out and I was afraid to go outside. This is when we first, our first lockdown happened. So I went on TaskRabbit and I paid somebody $20 to go get them for me. And it was the most magical experience of my life. Something else another app I use, I started using this a couple months ago. It's called GoPuff. They're not everywhere yet because I asked my friend if they were in Vegas. So instead of using DoorDash and spending $10 in extra fees, you use GoPuff and they bring you snacks and treats for a lot less money and time, and they actually pay their drivers properly. So that's great. When you need to hire out for some things. For example, my SEO team, my book development team, a lot of other people I've hired on my team, I found on Fiverr. So that's something else I wanted to suggest. If you're trying to do a lot in your business and don't have the funds, highly suggest Fiverr. I have yet to have a bad experience. Let me just say that. Now, productivity tools, things for your business, inexpensive. You want to get organized, not just in business, but maybe in your life. Everything I use is on my Amazon store, if I bought it on Amazon. So all the links will be in the show notes. And I just also want to say that a lot of these apps and websites that I spoke about today, I have offers and dollars off and percentages off. If you go to kellyanngorman.com, the link will be in the show notes, and click on brand deals on my website. I am an affiliate for a lot of these. So what that means is I make a small commission off of you purchasing through that link, but I make sure that that link gives you money off or you a percentage off. And then very, very last thing, two things. I think I just said last thing like 5 times, but I just want to remind you that if you go to Everything is Messy Collection, which is everythingismessycollection.com or everythingismessy.com, again, links are in the show notes. Everything is Messy 20 will get you 20% off at checkout. So if you want to pick my brain some more, if you want to set up an hour coaching call, if you're ready to dive into podcast development, you need help sprucing up your LinkedIn, or you want a podcast or LinkedIn school where you can utilize all these things at your own pace, I have it all there for you. It's a one-stop shop. And also, if you want some top secret news, I am releasing aprons. I am releasing a different style hat. I am releasing hoodies and long sleeve shirts and a couple other products over the next couple of months for fall winter. And I'm so excited. I have more digital tools coming out for you. So I posted the other day using that with Minta tool, a video on my Instagram all about my Excel spreadsheet. So this you can use to organize your bills, your life, your budget, everything. It's $7.99. I mean, it's basically free. You can't go wrong. You can customize it, like to color code it, everything you need. You make it your own. It's just something that I've been using every first of the month when I track my social media stats, my podcast downloads, my budget, my revenue, my passive income. Like literally everything is on this Excel spreadsheet doc. So I'm like, I need to sell this. I need to make this available for more people to be more organized in business and life. So you can use it for whatever you need. You can make copies, whatever. It's for you. It is there. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I really wanted to make a thorough list of all the apps and websites and tools that I use to keep me more productive, to save me time, money, and energy, and to keep me running a successful business on the go. This is really important. And for those of you that are listening, that you're just thinking about a side hustle or trying to generate more revenue in your business or start something brand new, please download these apps, visit these websites, check them out. And then if you're ready and you do want to move forward, go to kellyanngorman.com, click on the brand deals page, and you will see there's dollars off and percentages off for you so that you can start using them. All the apps, most of them are free. You can always upgrade to like the pro accounts, but still, all of them are less than $20 a month, which is really great. And again, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you know where to find me online at Kellyanne Gorman Official on Facebook and Instagram. But I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to do a lot more episodes on money and revenue and business on the go. And I just really want to help more of you get to where you want to be in life. And that's the end game for me. That's my goal. So let me know what you thought about this episode, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in to Everything is Messy, the podcast. If you enjoyed what you heard today, I would love to know. Just leave me a review on the app or website you're listening on. To learn more about myself, join the community, read my book, or shop the collection, visit everythingismessy.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up to receive my weekly newsletter so you get all my announcements first. For all the behind the scenes and day-to-day content, follow along on Instagram at Kellyanne Gorman Official and Everything is Messy Collection. Links are in the show notes. If you have a product, brand, story, or service you would like to share, send me a message on everythingismessy.com today. As always, thanks for listening, sharing, and reviewing. It truly means the world to me. Wishing you a happy, healthy, positive, and productive day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Everything is Messy is produced and syndicated under A Million Dreams Publishing. For more information on how you can launch your own book, podcast, or digital series, visit amilliondreamspublishing.com.